It's another Raw video from your boy Draft Raw. And if you have been following me, I have been doing the 32 for 32 series. That is 32 NFL team drafts for 32 straight days. Now, if you're watching this video and you're a fan of, let's say, the AFC East or just a team in the AFC East, I am doing the AFC East division right now. I've already done the NFC North. And I've already done the AFC North. And I've also already done the NFC East. So now I'm on the AFC East. And with that being said, if you want to see any past videos that I've done of the other divisions or the divisions that you're a fan of, please look in that description box below. But like I said, if you see the title, this is about the AFC East New York Jets. So without further ado, let's just get right into it. With the very first pick in the first round, the Jets selected one of my favorite offensive tackles in this draft. No, he wasn't my number one. I'm gonna be honest. But he wasn't a guy that I felt as though was not a first rounder or not a top 10 potential pick or not a top 15 pick, which he was. This is a guy that is probably one of the most gifted offensive tackles in this draft. And that is Makai Beckton, offensive tackle, Louisville. Super big, just looking at my notes. Hard to get around because he's so big. Powerful punch. Light on his feet. And throws guys around. Those were like big things that I saw from him. I don't like to get so technical in everything that I talk about in terms of players coming out of college into the NFL. I want to give analysis that people will understand. So instead of me saying, well, you know, he has good knee bend and he drops his butt really, really well and he extends his left arm and then, you know, he's able to extend his right arm and be able to mirror a guy. I don't want to say all of that. I just want to give the easiest analysis that people can understand. And all of those things, if you heard, there was no negatives in that. I didn't think there was a lot of negatives to his game. And honestly, because of the team he played on, it's hard for me to say he was the best tackle in this draft because you did have Jedrick Wells and you did have Andrew Thomas, who I do rate both those guys higher than Makai. But it's like saying back in 2011, Julio Jones, AJ Green. It didn't matter if you thought Julio Jones was better, if you thought AJ Green was better. They're both good. It didn't really. That's where it comes when it comes to Makai Beckton. It doesn't matter if I have him lower than the other two. He's still good. I mean, he's a first round. You know what I mean? So it doesn't really matter. But I really, really like this pick for the New York Jets, and they got a future, not a future, but they got their starting left tackle when it came to this guy. With the second round pick, this is one of my favorite picks in this draft, and I'm gonna tell you why. With the second round pick, they chose wide receiver from Baylor, Denzel Milnes. Tough, physical. Can make spectacular catches in traffic. Can stack, which is the ability to get in front of the defensive back to a point where he's literally right behind you. Instead of having him off to the side, running away from him, he goes right in front of him. Stacking is a big thing because it causes pass interferences. That's why I really, really love a receiver that can stack. Because a defensive back will then have to literally go over the receiver, or they will have to trip them up to try to get them to not catch the football. Go-to guy on third down and in the red zone. Can beat press and fights for yak. This was one of the most... He's going to be the most underrated receiver in this draft class just because he played for the Baylor system. But he is the best receiver coming out of Baylor since Josh Gordon. This guy is just absolutely amazing. And he's not Josh Gordon. He doesn't even play like Josh. Josh was a big-time speed guy that had pretty good route running skills and could use his body really, really well. Denzel Milnes is different. Denzel Milnes is a speed guy, but he's a power guy too. He loves to make the big catch. He loves it. Whether it's in traffic, whether it's on the sideline, it doesn't matter. Go-to guy on third downs in the red zone. This guy was one of the most complete receivers I saw in this draft. And honestly, this is why he was one of my favorite picks. And New York Jets, I'm going to tell y'all right now, y'all got a first-round pick in that second round and got a legitimate weapon for Sam Darnold. So with the very next pick, they decided to go to the West Coast and draft Ashton Davis, safety from Cal. Now, Ashton Davis is a former corner. I just want to put that out there first. He used to play corner before he played safety, free safety. Needs to become a consistent tackler. Doesn't get beat deep, which to me, I'm just saying he has really, really good range. Probably one of the best ranges as a safety in this draft besides Antoine Winfield. And not afraid to blitz and take on blocks. It's kind of weird for him being a corner and being as physical he is. There is some limitations athletically, but this guy has a skill set that, to me, he could be a versatile, interchangeable safety because he can be physical, and then he can have those cover skills. He is a white guy that reminds me, is he white or just really, really light skinned? Put it in the comment section. I'm not really sure. But he reminds me a little bit of Harrison Smith in terms of just being physical, but still having that athleticism and range to be a deep cover-free safety. One of the best safeties in this draft. Honestly, I had him probably in my top 4 guys. Top 3 with, Winfield and Xavier McKinney and him. Grant Delpit, I didn't have out there. I just want to put it. But he was a really, really good safety. And I think that they drafted him because of the uncertainty with Jamal Adams with this whole trade block thing. But also, Marcus May, I don't know if they're going to re-sign Marcus May, especially with Jamal Adams possibly leaving. So it's a weird thing and a weird situation with this. If they do give Jamal Adams the contract that he deserves, then this is a good compliment to him because now you have a guy that can be a deep range free safety, and now you have a guy that can be in the box and cover range and then be able to tackle. And your free safety can tackle. It's just a good combination. With the very next pick, they had another third-round pick, and they chose Florida edge rusher Jabari Zuniga. What I wrote about him in my notes was that he's relentless, and he plays inside and out. He played both the defensive tackle and the defensive end position. I don't know if the Jets still run a 3-4, but this is a perfect guy that you could put in as a 5 technique on your defensive line. And if you don't, this is the type of guy that on first or second down or usual running plays, he can be on the outside. But on passing plays, on third down, or just obvious passing plays, he's the type of guy you kick on the inside to rush a passer. And because of his relentlessness, he's the type of guy that's going to work hard and have a great motor and try to get to the quarterback as best as he can. With the very next pick in the 4th round, the New York Jets decided to go running back and chose LaMichael Pirine from Florida. Now, he's a solid running back, but he does nothing special. But he is a really, really good receiver. That's all I saw from him. There was, like I said, it was nothing special that he did, but he was a really, really good receiver. Whether it was lining up at his running back position, or when they sometimes did kick him out to the outside in the slot, or on the outside edge as a receiver. He was the type of guy that, was able to make plays doing stuff like that. So it's not really gadgety, but it's something. It's similar. It's not a gadget guy, but it is similar. He just doesn't have, and the reason why I wouldn't call him a big time gadget guy because he doesn't have that elite speed, but he does have pretty good speed. With the very next pick, y'all drafted and. Yo, I'm just want to say this. New York Jets, y'all did y'all thing in this draft. Y'all had one of the best drafts in this in the entire 2020. Like, seriously. James Morgan, 4th round pick, quarterback from FIU. Did he play at FIU? I forgot what school he played at. It don't matter. It really doesn't matter. James Morgan is the classic pocket passer. Good arm strength. Nice touch on deep passes. He's not very mobile, and he reminds me of Jimmy Garoppolo, but he has a skill set that is absolutely amazing. He is absolutely amazing. I'm sorry. Got a text from my wife. Get that running. Okay. Sorry about that. But this guy is, I really love his tape, and I think that he's an underrated quarterback in this draft. I thought that he has potential to be a starting quarterback in this draft, so that's why I really, really like it. If Sam Darnold gets hurt again or get mono. Mono? Really, nigga? Sorry, I said the N-word. I'm sorry. Really, nigga? But anyway, James Morgan is a really, really good player, and I think that he's a guy that can take over, not like literally take over, but if something was to happen, this is a guy that you can put out there, and he will be able to still give y'all success and be able to win games. Then the other 4th round pick that they drafted, Cameron Clark. Let me just tell y'all, man. Y'all did an amazing job. Cameron Clark, wow. The run blocking was similar to Makai Beckton, where it was just pure strength, just knocking, pancaking guys. He has really, really nice feet. Could be a left tackle at the next level. Like, seriously, if Makai Beckton doesn't work out, there's no way that y'all draft 2 offensive tackle when both of them don't work out. That's weird, right? If Makai, for whatever reason, doesn't work out, this is a guy that y'all can put at left tackle. I'm dead serious. Now, I don't know exactly what's going on with the Jets in terms of offensive line. I know that y'all let go Kelechi Osemele. So I said in my notes that he could probably, after watching this tape, that he could probably start at left guard for the Jets. If that's the case, I think this 4th round pick could be a left guard for y'all. And the reason why I will put him at left guard, because if Makai somehow was to get hurt or whatever, and you don't trust another tackle on the team, you can kick him out to the left side, which it would be a little bit more easier in terms of he's already playing on the left side, going in the same direction. So it'd be kind of easy for him to kind of switch over to play left tackle if he's playing left guard and kick somebody else in that guard. But I just want to say y'all did a great job at scouting this player right here and getting him left tackle from Charlotte. This is a really amazing draft. And I just want to say, out of the first 7 picks that y'all have, I like at least 5 of them, and maybe 6. I'm going to be honest. I definitely like 5, maybe 6. Then with y'all next pick, I just want to say, y'all had a pick in the 5th round, but y'all last pick was in the 6th round. Y'all had a punter. I'm not going to talk about him. I'm just telling y'all that right now. So the last player I'm going to talk about is the 5th round pick, Bryce Hall from Virginia. I just want to say this. Bryce Hall was going to be one of the top corners if he had came out last year. And he decided to stay in school, and he got hurt. So he drops in the draft. But he's an underrated long corner. Could be a safety in the future because of how physical he is, and he's a good, willing tackler. I think this guy has the makeup of being a really, really good corner in this league, especially if you give him a year before you actually try to, maybe you put him out there as a starter. Give him 1 year just to kind of learn and to soak everything up. This guy is an amazing talent, and this is another pick from the Jets that I really, really love. Y'all absolutely murdered this draft, and I think that this draft right here may be the start of a future for the New York Jets. Y'all just have to come back one more draft, 2021, do this again, and I guarantee you, y'all will be deep in the playoffs with Sam Darnold and Denzel Milnes and Makai Beckton and so on and so on and so on. So anyway, once again, my name is Draft Raw. If you want to see any future or past videos, it's going to be in the description box below. Please subscribe. Please share this video. And please hit that notification bell. And if you do hit that notification bell, press all and not personalized. With personalized, it kind of like it puts, I don't know what it does with it, but I know with all, you will get every single notification of every video that I put out. So please hit that. Once again, my name is Draft Raw. New York Jets, y'all did a great job.